Hi guys, welcome back. Today I will talk about why do we need cloud computing for data engineering. I hope you enjoy the show. The key points discussed today will cover what is on-premise computing along with examples and keynotes, and then what is cloud computing at a high level with the benefits using computing in the cloud will be discussed as well. After that, we will look at a comparison between on-prem versus cloud computing before drawing a conclusion why we need cloud computing for data engineering. So what is on-premise computing? Let's consider its personal and corporate aspects. For personal usage, it is when you use your MacBook or Dell desktop PC with an internet connection to simply Googling stuff, watching these videos, of course, simply learn new skills from the internet. And you are the owner of these devices, with the cost when you purchase them. At the same time, you are responsible for protecting your data away from hackers by installing antivirus software or set up firewall. For corporate usage, installed in a data center are racks of computers with hard drives, CPUs, RAMs, network cards, and so on. These computers are virtually managed into virtual machines, aka VMs, with which an IT administrator logically allocate the resources according to the demand required for each purpose, like a VM to host a company websites, or a VM accountable for Active Directory, and so on. The key takeaways are corporates own the system and they maintain their own DC or have to pay annual fee to service providers. Either way, corporates have to expand on these annual fees. That means the cost of ownership, aka TCO, is ridiculously high. Basically, on-premise computing is a computing system where you as a user or a corporate have to manage by yourself or have a team of administrators, either in-house or outsourced team. Keep this in mind as we are going to discuss further in minutes. So what is cloud computing? Sounds like a magic term, right? In short, it is a computing ecosystem that lets you take advantage of almost unlimited computing resources with enterprise-grade services at a very minimal investment and cost. What I mean by unlimited resources is that you can scale out or up resources you need without having to think about which hardware you have to purchase. Computing resources are ready and available for you to choose anytime, anywhere with a couple of mouse clicks. And whenever you don't need a resource anymore, you can choose to terminate it and pay only for the duration you use. This allows you to start with minimal investment and run at a lower cost. Okay, then why minimal investment and cost? It is because when you choose to use cloud computing, you are eligible for these following cool features. You simply subscribe for a cloud computing account, be it Azure or AWS or GCP. Then you can create a computing service whenever you need. You can also simply pause or terminate it when not needed any longer. And what does it mean? It means you only pay for the duration that you use the service, aka pay as you go. That's why minimal investment and cost. Cloud computing does not only provide you with computing resources, but it also comes with software or solution as services, allows you focusing more on your core business problems. Most of cloud providers have built enterprise-grade services such as RDBMS, virtual machines, or security solutions following highest standards, and we will talk about details in coming slides. As an example, in Azure Cloud, you can create an Azure SQL Server acts as a sandbox within 4 minutes without having to manually allocate CPUs, RAMs, or storage for your server. Now let's have a look at comparing between on-prem and cloud computing. Let's start our comparison with on-prem computing. For on-prem computing, you or your organization are accountable for all the costs, maintenance, efforts to keep your computing system in order. It also takes months to plan, design, and purchase hardware, software licenses before you can actually do your real job, focusing on the core business of your organization and see the return of investment, aka ROI. Due to regulatory related and personal security reasons, organizations or you might still want to use your on-prem system since it makes you feel assured that your data is still within your hand. However, what if you don't have a good team or skills to protect your data? You might still face a data breach sooner or later. So why don't we let the team of experts do their jobs? But the difference is that we don't hire them, we simply subscribe to their service. Simple, isn't it? Does this sound familiar? Yes, it does. It is what cloud computing can provide you. For cloud computing, you simply subscribe for a cloud tenant like you subscribe for renting an apartment, and then plan what services you need for your solution architecture, VMs, DBs, storage, security group, and so on. This is where you can focus on your business. After you have a plan, you then create these services in your tenant. They will be available to serve you within minutes or hours. Regarding concerns about data breach, all the cloud provider mentioned previously follow the higher standards such as ISO 20018, GDPR, SOC 2, PCI DSS, and so on. In Europe or the US, their companies have already partially or fully moved their on-prem system into cloud environments such as Shell, AT&T, or Rabobank. Finally, why cloud for data engineering? As a data engineer, you need flexibility, elasticity, and efficiency in order to build a data platform that up and runs so quickly that the business user can see the value of investment in a timely manner. What flexibility a cloud solution can provide? Whenever you need a data service such as ADF, Azure SQL Server, or Azure Storage will be available and ready for you within minutes. Thereafter, when you would like to save running costs, you simply dismiss the resource you create in your tenant. Or another example is that you can post an instance of Azure Synapse, previously known as Azure SQL Data Warehouse, when there are no active activities on the instance, which will tremendously save tens of thousands of dollars annually compared to an on-prem system where you need a team to maintain it 24/7, plus the license cost that may increase. When it comes to elasticity, imagine you have to go through lengthy process of approving purchase of hardware or additional license to scale out or up your system as your business has thrived quickly within a year. How long do you think it will take? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be at least 3 months to have all in place, and another 1 or 2 months at least to configure and set things up before the business user can see the benefits of scaling the system. A cloud environment can solve this dilemma. I don't say that you don't have to go through approval process, but once approval is set, it might take only weeks to have all the scaling plan in operation. This means your business benefits from the scale system sooner, then you stay more competitive in the market. It is always important not forgetting efficiency side of cloud solution in terms of cost, since you can elastically scale or pause your cloud service when you don't need it. You won't be charged for this time. Elasticity allows you to save a lot of time and take advantage of service you have subscribed. You are more focused on what you're gonna do to solve your business problems.